So I, yeah.
So Gayathri, please share how you came into the spiritual life.
Yeah. So in 2011, I met Swami Dayan Saraswati at the airport. And at that time, he was going on looking at me. I was the last person in the airport, and only both of us were there. So I felt he really wanted to tell me something. So I went to Krishna Jnana Sabha. He was talking. And then after the talk, I went to meet him and touch his feet. And he held both my hands and he asked me, "Who are you? I recognized you at the airport itself." So that was so amazing. And they had made a main chair and dais for Swamiji. And he refused to sit there. He said, "I'm going to sit with Gayathri. I want to spend time with her." So then he asked me, "Who are you?" And then he told me to come to Anekati Ashram. So that week itself, I went to Anekati Ashram. I spent 3 days there. And from the time I went to the time I left, he spent every single minute with me. I was so raw, I didn't even know what's the meaning of Vedanta. But he put a chair next to him, on next to the dais itself, and he made me listen to everything. I said, "Swamiji, I'm not able to understand." He made me sit for Brahma Sutra classes. He said, "No, Ma, you'll understand, you'll understand." Then at the end of 3 days, he used to ask me to come at 5 a.m. and teach me meditation. And then he'll say, now you go to the temple, koiluk poitu va." And I'll ask silly questions like, why should we light the lamp? Or I'm spiritual, I'm not religious, and all kinds of things. And he patiently answered everything. Today, if anyone asks me that, I'll be irritated. But Swamiji very patiently answered all my questions. And at the end of 3 days, I asked him, "Swamiji, what do you want out of me?" He said, "I want you to spread my knowledge." I mean, someone who was like, I didn't know anything. And he said, "I want you to spread my knowledge." And he gave me the 9 volumes of Bhagavad Gita book, home study books, which they published. I said, "Swamiji, how can I read so much?" He said, "Just read 10 minutes every day, you'll finish it." And in 3 years, I finished the Bhagavad Gita home study. And then, so many Vedanta, Upanishads and Vedanta classes I've ended now. So then now I'm teaching myself. So that was the start. And when I met Swamiji, I was a complete hardcore non-vegetarian, eating everything, competition. And so he slowly told me, "No need competition for you. Do something just to maintain your body, but not competition, because that brings a different mindset." So I left competition. I became vegetarian. And then he only started me into bhakti. And so when he passed away, Swamiji attained samadhi in 2015. And then so like that time, just 2 months before he died, I asked him, "Swamiji, how long should I continue this bhakti and Shivalingam, Abhishekam and all that?" He said, "You would please do it till the end, because that is what brought you so far." So when I hear people, talking, saying, "I am God" and things like that, and not doing any pujas, and see, either you do Manasa Puja, something, people walk around saying, "I am God," and then they don't do anything, and they do all kinds of nonsense in life. So at least, you have to be grounded to that level of spirituality. And, to see, when after some time, first you look at God as higher than you. After that, you become one with God. And, so that's exactly how it's happened for me now. And so anyway, so that's it in 2011, and that's how I became. In fact, my family was completely shocked because I changed 200% overnight, thanks to Swami Dayananda Saraswati. Then after that, I started meeting so many gurus. I started living in Tiruvannamalai, bought a land, and I made a house. And so then my life went on, and so many things have happened. Thank you.
That was very beautiful sharing, Sister Gayathri Maa. And that was very correct, which is, once a person reaches a certain level, they won't even say that. They won't say that I am God, because if anybody reaches a certain level where they are actually going to be, the complete Satyaloka, which is the highest state of consciousness, they won't even be in body anymore. So when somebody says that, then we look at them and say, okay, how is their behavior? How do they talk? Because most people who are really high, like Lahiri Mahasaya, Ramana Mahasaya, never talked about themselves.
He never spoke about all this. Only the half-baked people speak about all this, Yeah, that is true. So and it's wonderful. Swami Dayananda Sasi is my first guru, so my loyalties are always to him. And he changed me from 0 to 200 and then opened me to so many, blessings after that. Yeah. Hello?
That's very inspirational for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyone has any questions?
Any thoughts? Anybody?
Ma'am, where are you in Chennai? I want to come and meet you.
Chennai, I live in Boat Club Road, but I'm hardly in Chennai. Most of the time I'll go after Tiruvannamalai, and then here and there. But you can definitely message me, and if I'm in Chennai, I'll meet you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
So anybody else? Thank you, Saravanan Kandaswamy, for joining us. He's joining us from Kenya, actually. It's wonderful. Thank you. And thank you, all of you, for joining us. If anybody else would like to say something or ask Gayathri Maa, this is the time. Otherwise, we will meet again next week.
Thank you. Thank you, Anuradha, for giving me the opportunity. Thanks a lot.
Only Appa. We are all servants.
Amazing experience. Wonderful sharing, Ma. Amazing experience.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I was with Swami Dayananda Saraswati in 1997, 98. 3 days I was with him in Anakatti Palayam, mountain range there. And there's a lot of, during 3 days I stay there, that a lot of Japanese and some Vedanta courses. And that time so happened, Rajinikanth, and that time I think the President Nasrima were there during my time.
Okay.
So Swamiji gave me a book by the title of Vedanta. So I asked him, what is this? And how can I benefit? He says, you yourself is a Vedanta. He says, I don't understand actually at that time. And very deep meaning it. A wonderful Swamiji actually.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I was with Swamiji. Once I met Swamiji, then I used to be there all the time. I was so like a sponge, absorbing all the knowledge, with so much interest. And it was every word I remember what Swamiji tells, Yeah.
And whatever Swamiji, I mean, the message is actually penetrating the soul. And it's just, அது எப்படி விளக்குறதுன்னு தெரியல நமக்கு actually. Swamiji அப்ப சொன்னதெல்லாம் இன்னும் அவ்வளவு ஆழமா பதிஞ்சிருச்சு.
Yeah. No, நம்ம நிறைய course if you attend, no? நம்ம course எல்லாம் attend பண்ணி Swamiji's courses, I attended a lot of courses, lot of Upanishad courses, and everything I attended, plus private satsang with Swamiji. So then everything becomes more clear. So it is, you need to spend a lot of time. Like this, it was 4 years, but 4 years I spent 70% of my time was there with Swamiji, so I did quite a lot from him. And he also gave me a very special place in his heart for me. So, which I'm so blessed to have that.
A gifted soul.
Yeah.
Another gifted soul, brother.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was nice.
Thank you.
Tamil satsang also was good, and Gayathri Maa's sharing of experiences also was very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Gayathri Maa வந்து தமிழ் சத்சங்கம் அடிக்காம கட்டாயமா வரணும். உங்களோட ஷேரிங் ரொம்ப முக்கியம் எங்களுக்கெல்லாம்.
I joined, no. I mean, Annek joined. Last 2-3 weeks I couldn't because I was in the Himalayas, no connectivity. Kandipa, I'll join every Sunday.
Thank you, Amma. Thank you, Amma.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Gayathri Maa, thank you, Karpan Swami, and all of you who have joined us today, and we will see you again next week.